Hello everyone and welcome to today's podcast. I am Lasya Daruri, currently pursuing my MBA from XLRA Jamshedpur, and I am delighted to be joined by Mr. Anup Nair, Vice President of Product Management at AJIO, who brings over 20 years of experience across payments, rewards, marketplaces and e-commerce. Mr. Anup has led large-scale product teams and built platforms that power businesses like JioMart, AJIO and Tira. What really stands out in his journey is not just the products he has built, but also the teams he has nurtured and the culture he has shaped. From leading large cross-functional groups to driving innovation in fast-changing environments, he has consistently shown how product management is as much about people and strategy as it is about technology. He is also someone who thinks deeply about the future of product management in an AI-driven world, sharing insights on how technology and human judgment can complement each other in decision-making. So thank you so much for joining us today. It's a pleasure to be able to have this conversation with you.
Thank you, Lasya, and thanks XLRI and all the organizing committee members. This is an excellent program that you're running.
Thanks, sir. Okay, I'd love to dive right in and learn from your journey. I've structured our conversation into different themes, from your career story to leadership, from AI to e-commerce, and of course a fun rapid fire round at the end. So let's get started.
Yeah.
Okay. So firstly, you've had a long career across payments, rewards and marketplaces. So what first drew you into product management and what keeps you excited about it even today?
See, product management stays in an intersection of various elements of a business, right? Which is you have customers, you have your technology, you have legal, you have commercial, the business objectives, etc. And because it stays in the intersection, it's a very important role. And then off lately, product management is moving more and more towards the tech part of things, which makes it more interesting because of the dynamicity that is there. Another part is that there is a tech-driven dynamicity and there is a business-driven dynamicity. So it's always you're on the edge, and you are also one of the most important members of those decision makings. So that makes it very exciting. Because it is important, it is also rewarding, right? And from a career perspective, it's enough rewarding that you are always engaged, right? And that is what probably makes it exciting and been interesting all along, right? And then the best part is that you're constantly, constantly delivering things, constantly making changes, constantly looking at business impacts. Because you're solving customer problems, and that's what makes it really, really interesting.
Okay, that's a great answer, sir. All right, moving on. You have led teams of 50 plus product managers and engineers to build and optimize complex platforms. So what's that secret sauce to aligning such a huge, diverse team?
See, so let's understand what does, product culture mean, right? Product culture means that there is a need for from a product management perspective, you have innovation, you have data driven decisions that you take, and then there is execution, which is probably the most important thing. Now all this to meet a customer obsession that you have, right? You're trying to solve for customers. Now, this is what the secrets, this is what is all about, to a large extent, this is about what is product management about.
Correct.
Now, when you're trying to do this, this journey becomes more complex because there are so many trade-offs that you have. The trade-offs are about there are so many asks that come from customers. There are so many asks that comes from business objectives. There are legal constraints and then business objectives, right? Within all these things, how do you frame your way of working and your constant prioritizations as well as your constant delivery plans that come in. Now all those pieces together actually make a culture where you're you're trying to ensure that your teams are focused on the long-term vision on one side, but also meeting the immediate urgencies and exigencies that you have, right?
Okay.
For example, an exigency could be that the GST rates are changing, right? Tomorrow, 22nd, there is a midnight that all prices are going to fall. Now, are product managers important in those decisions? Yes, because they are going to make those decisions on one side favoring the customers. On the other side, you have constraints of millions of products that need to have a price change, right?
Yeah.
So, so that is where the exigencies come in. But your long-term vision is that I want to have a best user experience for my customers on my platform. Whoever hires my product, I am able to satisfy their needs.
Yeah.
Right. So that constant journey or a constant focus on that part, that ensuring that my customers get best value for whatever they do, plus meeting those exigencies, right? It's a mix. That's the culture, right? Ensuring that both ends actually meet.
Balance. Yeah. Okay. Got it. All right. Next question is agentic AI goes beyond assistance to autonomous action and implementation. So, how should PMs rethink their road mapping and governance when AI agents can themselves make decisions now?
So, Lasya, see, there are multiple stages that is there in this agentic space, right? So, we started with machine learning a few years back, and those machine learning products, many of them were successful. They solved a lot of problems. Some of them failed, right? Now, as we move, because of I think about 2 to 3 years back, LLM started coming in. They started making an impact, and of lately, last 6 months, they've made a huge impact. And that huge impact is about the changes that you can actually see that agents or these AI products will make a significant impact in processes where human beings are involved, making emotional decisions. Plus, they are repetitive in nature. They are complex in nature. So definitely, agents are coming.
Yeah.
Now, in the early stages of this adoption, because we are in the transition stage, you will have a lot of activities that will focus on enabling these agents, imagining these agents, right? So first is imagine those agents. What are those agents to be? So next is how they will integrate with your legacy systems and processes. So I think that is the phase in which we are as of now, where you will have domain-specific models coming in. The small language models or domain-specific models. All those models are going to come. So there is a huge opportunity for people to actually address that. Now, as agents mature, in my opinion, the product manager's role would be more about what are the things that an agent should be able to do, right? Defining the roles and responsibilities of an agent, right? And then also putting those constraints on agents that you are not allowed to do these things, right? And third is about the constraints in which agents will work. Let me give you an example, right? Let's say if there is a automatic refund agent that is working, you may want to, the product manager will make a decision on should the agent, there is a limit of, let's say, 5 lakh rupees per day that an agent can refund, right? Or, agent can, things like that, right? So all those constraints, etc., definition of those things. So from actually building agents and enabling agents, the movement of product managers will move towards governance of agents because agents will exist.
Correct.
Right. So governance will become more and more important. That's my perception.
Okay, got it. That's a great answer, sir. All right. In one of your LinkedIn posts, you said AI doesn't replace solvers; it helps intuition and mathematical optimization work better. Could you share an example where you've actually applied this in a product decision?
See, fundamentally, what is machine learning, right? Fundamentally, machine learning is all about your basic mathematical models, which are trying to predict a future or probability of something happening, or probability of something being what it is, right? So you have a regression model which looks at a temporal data, which is time series data, to figure out what is the next thing that is going to happen. The other is classifying whether this is a glass tumbler or not, right? Or the color of your dress is black or blue. Now, this is a classification, right? These are the two typical problems that you have, and machines solve those. Agents are also doing the same thing in a multifold scale, right? And because if you understand, it is a series of machines that get added together to create a neural network, and that becomes what you call as an AI, right? In the the upcoming world, right? It is all about, once you understand these basics, then how do you deploy these things for solving your problems, whether it is a customer problem or whether it is a cost reduction problem, which is process optimization, etc. So the world is not different than what you were. The only thing is that you could do a lot more in the future. You could do things a lot more faster.
Correct. Yeah.
Right, and probably at a lower cost. So these three things are going to be the significant impact of what AI is going to do.
Okay. Yeah. That was very insightful. Moving on, e-commerce is no longer just about selling products, it's about creating an ecosystem. So how do you imagine fashion and beauty platforms evolving into lifestyle destinations in the next 5 years?
See, fashion and beauty are part of lifestyle.
Yeah.
And it is part of everybody's aspiration, right?
Correct, yeah.
Now the question is that can we do more of it? A country like India, as the income levels grow, I feel that there is definitely going to be more of people will start to wanting more.
Correct.
Because you want more of beauty, more of fashion, apparel, all those things.
Yes, correct.
How will it evolve? It will evolve for two reasons. One, your ability to manufacture or produce these products at a much faster scale, right?
Yeah.
Your ability to their turnover cycles actually going much smaller, or the cycles being much faster. So you've seen that traditionally the fashion industry worked in 2 cycles, spring, summer, autumn, winter.
Yeah.
And nowadays it is like every day new styles are coming, right? So that kind of a cycle changes are coming because of 2 reasons. One, ability to predict what needs to be manufactured, right? Second is your ability to make smaller lots at an economically viable, quantities that are possible. Now, these 2 things, in my opinion, will make people, the cost will come down, people will start buying more, right? So that's about, so I think it is a future of abundance rather than scarce world, right?
Okay. Got it. All right. Next question is, during festive seasons, consumer behavior shifts radically. How do you think you can adapt to your product thinking for such a high impact short-term changes, especially during like the festive season, the sale that happens all the time?
See, festive seasons are, the demand is always shaped. Okay, and that's why people like you have to come into our organizations, right? To how do you shape your demands in various cycles. Now, festive season, though the sales actually starts maybe let's say 22nd or 23rd onwards, the entire India is going for sale.
Yeah, true.
But the planning for that would have happened probably 6 months back.
Oh, okay.
Right? So there is a huge planning cycle that happens, and people start building inventories, they start building promotional plans, they start buying media, they design the networks through which all the supplies will happen. So it is a complex set of activities that happen on a longish time, long duration. Also, I mean, most important is your ability for your systems to scale as well, right? Your app should not go down. Your system should be able to take the surge traffic that is happening. So all those pieces are planned well ahead. You might even want new features to come in during this period. So it is never an unplanned event. It is a well-planned, longish cycle of longish cycle of execution that actually goes in.
Okay, but you said that you start planning maybe 6 months before, but there can be shifts in trends during, like just before the sale. If there's a new trend that comes up, you'll still have to adapt to that trends, right? So how do you manage that?
See, there is an agility in the org also, right? Because you're planned and you have done most of your work ahead in time, you have a leeway for those changes.
Okay, yeah.
Right? You have ability to react much better because you're planned. So it's like if you study your constantly study and then you have a surprise quiz that comes in, you're able to handle that spike, right?
Yeah.
So that's about that.
Okay, got it. Yeah, that's great. All right. Next question is, you've seen product evolve over 2 decades. So what's the biggest misconception people still have about product managers?
See, product managers, there are 2 large ones, right? One is that product management, a lot of people actually assume is about innovation. In my opinion, it is not that.
Okay.
See, product management is a lot about data-driven decisions.
Correct.
Which makes it like a lot about looking into data and constantly trying to figure out what is happening, those minute changes, and then making hypotheses about why those minute changes happened. It's a lot about that. And then it is also about execution. So if you ask me, right, when I hire a product manager, what is the skill that you look at? The most important skills are have you a history of great execution, because 60 to 70% of your work is about executing.
Correct,
and execution, by what do you mean by execution, right? Execution is about working with people where you don't have direct authority and being able to influence them to meet your objective.
Correct. Yeah.
Right? So that's what it is.
Yeah.
Then the other 2. So 70% is execution and remaining is like innovation could be about 5%. So this is the rest is these 2 things, right? The next is that product managers, as I told you, right, sit in the center of the entire thing, especially in tech organizations, in majority of tech organizations.
Okay.
But then there is also this question of what are product managers doing, right? So it is actually the engineers who are coding. It is the sales team who are selling. It is the marketing team who is, building the brand and driving traffic or shaping demands, etc. So what do? Right? So that is another perception that a lot of organizations are many a times don't know what are these doing. So it's actually the orchestration of what is happening. The role is that of a conductor in a music orchestra, right?
Correct, yeah.
It is like they are the most important people who ensure that everything is synchronized. So that is the role, right? So it's extremely exciting, but you are not the best violinist. So that is another part.
Yeah. All right. Next question is, if you had to give one piece of advice to an aspiring PM entering marketplaces or B2B, what would it be?
See, product managers need to have a sense of authority. I mean, they should build that authority by knowledge.
Okay. Yeah.
Right. So, which means that the product managers have to be the subject matter expert and this expertise should be greater than everybody else.
Yes.
Right? So if you're talking to a marketing person, your knowledge should be as good as that of a marketing person in terms of what customers, what user segments, what conversion rates, what user behaviors. I mean, whatever metrics depending on the business context, right?
Yeah.
You're talking to an engineer, you should have enough knowledge to be able to converse to an engineer to convince him to, execute things in whatever format you're talking about, whatever way you want things to happen. Now, so the aspiring person should take efforts to understand everything. The next is that overall larger picture of business is very important. The reason why a lot of MBAs are more successful as product managers is because their ability to understand business and also the larger picture. So in a tech industry, the entire product is actually built by engineers. They are the people who are coding with hands.
Yes.
But most of the engineers are, tend to focus on their deliverable of that particular API, how it interacts, whether it is scalable, whether it is secure, whether it is, search proof and all those things, right? That is his focus. Then who has the larger picture? It is the product manager, and that's the reason why they exist. So the strategic intent of the project or the product is driven by the product manager, and that will come only when they have the overarching view of whatever is happening and understanding about each lever that is there. So that is important, understanding everything that is happening. So that's why product managers are called mini CEOs, right?
Yeah. Okay. Next question is, in the next 10 years, what do you think will change the most about this role?
I feel that because again, we're talking from a context of AI, right? And from a tech industry that I come from. Because product management exists in automotives, it exists in all physical products also. From a online tech industry perspective, I feel that there is going to be a convergence. Because engineers will become product managers and product managers will become engineers. Right? So it is going to be a single entity or a single person who will, don these both these roles, right?
Okay, got it.
So I feel that the convergence is something that is going to come. So you will have organizations who are like everybody is a product manager to also organization without employees, right? Why do you need employees? So that's the future. So which means that you will be a founder, right? So everybody could become founders and they could create more and more products. So the fundamental outcome of AI, the positive outcome should be that there is abundance of everything, right? Abundance of choice.
That's a very fresh perspective. I've never thought about it that way. That every role will be merged, and engineers will be prodmans, and prodmans will be engineers. So, okay, all right. If you could time travel and give an advice to your 25-year-old self, what would it be?
I would say that two things, right? Have more fun because time just goes, right? And value of time is probably about having more experiences. The next is, use time more productively. So maybe put a little extra effort, right? Do a lot more than what I would have done, right? Do a lot more.
Okay, got it. All right, and next question is, if you were stuck on an island and you can take one book, one song, one podcast and one app with you, what would they be?
I think because of my liking for future, right? I think there was a great movie from Arnold. I think it was Eraser. I'm not 100% sure. Eraser. I saw a lot of futuristic things there.
Oh, okay.
And I thought there was so much of imagination that went into that movie, even though it's like a typical Hollywood action movie.
Okay.
But the background stories about drones flying, then AI talking to folks, etc. It was before time. I think 15-20 years back the movie came, and people could imagine that. I think one of those movies is what excites me, because probably it's my personality.
Okay. So you take that movie.
I think so, yeah.
What about like a song or a podcast or book, anything? Or maybe you'd rewatch the same movie.
No, not really. I mean, another part that I would actually pick some classics to read.
Okay.
The classics like War and Peace, then Tale of Two Cities.
Okay.
So some of those classics, right? I think generation now don't do that reading, but I feel that they actually tell the story of human beings, how they have evolved, right? And those really matter in our current world of instant gratifications and instant consumptions of very short content, right?
Yes.
We actually miss the detail, right?
Correct.
And probably the story actually lies in the detail.
Yeah, that is true. Our attention span has drastically reduced. So, okay. All right. The last question is: describe your career in 3 emojis. What would that be?
I would say I don't know the names of emojis.
You can just describe it. I think we'll understand.
I'll tell you what. I started my career in manufacturing and then moved to startup. Okay. I switched. When I reached the startups, right, I was like flabbergasted hearing all those 3-word, 3-letter acronyms that people use. I can actually tell you, I didn't know what TAT meant. TAT.
Okay.
Right? And I had to ask somebody, what does TAT mean?
Right? Okay.
Because I came from a different industry, right?
True, okay.
So I was flabbergasted. And then there was a plateauing stage that I had where, it is your middle, when you are a middle manager, right? There is a stage in which you actually want to grow, but you can't. You get stuck, right? And you're constantly striving because you see some other guy, somebody is growing, you want to actually grow. So that is a stage where you're like frustrated. And now it's kind of, once you've been there, done that, or seen that, it is probably a mix of excitement and nirvana. So this counterintuitive things, right? You could be in different stages in different times of day or time.
True,
right?
true, yeah.
That's what it is.
Okay, so I got it. All right, I think we can wrap it up. This was such a fun and enriching conversation, and thank you so much for joining with us. And I hope like everybody who's watching this will get a lot of insights from our conversation.
I hope so, and thank you so much. It was really, really interesting talking to you.
Thank you so much, sir.
And all the best to you, Lasya.
Thank you, sir. Thanks
right?
a lot.
I'm sure that you'll do well.
Thank you. Thanks so much. All right. Thank you, everyone.